These are 30 Lego sets, and in this video, I'm going to be building a Lego set every day, but each day the set is going to get more expensive, up to the most expensive Lego castle ever. And we're gonna have to see if this castle actually survives this video or not. And this is following up from days 1 through 20, where Blocky McBlockface committed some of the most egregious war crimes ever. With all that said, subscribe and Lego into day 20's build. And I'm gonna be starting this video with a $50 Disney set from Encanto of the Madrigal house. This house was insane in the movie and had loads of different rooms with flowers, a forest, and a room with a donkey. And the Lego one doesn't have any of that. It was a pretty easy build with a basic brick-built facade and minifigures of Mirabelle, her cousin, and her grandma, and nobody else. Like, dude, where's Bruno? We don't talk about him. Why not? His room is literally in the set. The only redeeming quality of this set is the capybara. Okay, I'll pull up. Anyway, Blocky McBlockface stopped by because the voices inside his head were getting even louder, so he abducted the grandma and head off into day 21 set, which is a $60 Powerpuff Girls set that comes with the closest thing we will ever get to Lego South Park, because it comes with these two really cartoonish characters and their unicorn friend. They all don't like monkeys, and they put a sign in front of their store banning monkeys because he steals a lot. So he went to Blocky McBlockface for help to rob the store, and Blocky agreed only because he needs the money to buy a spaceship to get his army equipped to assault Disney World. So Blocky went in with some dynamite, blew up the walls, and he loaded the diamond and himself into the getaway car. The girls tried chasing and launching ice cream at him, but none of it worked. The two escaped, but Blocky made him stop the car and kick the monkey out, and then went on into day 22's build, which is the $70 Sith Infiltrator set. It is the ship of the Sith Lord Darth Maul, and also comes with Qui-Gon Jinn and another youngling. I got to building the 640-piece set, and a neat add-on is this minifigure of this old Rebel Saw Gerrera for the 25th anniversary of LEGO Star Wars. The set itself has a really cool area to store a small speeder and a missile system. It also has this cool feature where you can drop probe droids that give you valuable intel on the ops. And that's why the ship is perfect for Blocky McBlockface. He and his boys took all their gold and gave it to Darth Maul. It did cost him a leg and a leg, but he didn't want to steal it from him because he's a Sith Lord. And when little Anakin was walking by the ship, Blocky stopped and offed the Chosen One, ticking off his friends. But it's too late because he boarded and is already off to a galaxy far, far away in tomorrow's build, which is this premium $80 LEGO Millennium Falcon set. It has 921 pieces and a heck of a lot to build. And when I tell you this build process was a lot, it was stupid. Inside there were hidden Easter eggs of Chewbacca and the droids playing space chess, and also one of Han, Leia, and 3PO, all as studs. It also has this little turret and a really detailed exterior. And it's the Millennium Falcon. What's not to love? The ship was defending space when out of nowhere, Blocky McBlockface jumped out of hyperspace, causing the two ships to get into a major space battle. But eventually Blocky pulled out the W and was able to land at day 24's set, which is this $100 R2-D2 set. It comes with this exclusive Darth Malak Destroyer of Worlds minifigure, but more on him later. Because building R2 was really fun. He had this little shocky arm and his grabber, and he also has this scope piece attached to his head and a third leg on his bottom. It's the first set over 1,000 pieces and one Blocky wants for his army. So he met with Darth Malak to try and buy it for him.
I would literally destroy it before I let you have it.
And Blocky was already downloading his skill set, but it was too late because Malak was already about to destroy R2-D2 using the Force. No! But Blocky finished downloading his skill sets and used his Force Lightning against him. And then he traveled on again into tomorrow's set, being the $139 AT-TE Walker set. This tank of a set has 3 droids and 5 clones, one of them being Clone Commander Cody. I got to building this beast and it took a little while and has a ton of features, like this troop holder to carry the boys, a cannon for this gunner clone to operate, and a handle for surprise drop-ins on the enemy. It's also loaded with guns and a ball turret, and building it literally makes you feel like a military specialist. And it will be the perfect build for Blocky McBlockface. Now Blocky chatted it up with Commander Cody, who's lost some weight. He told Blocky they need at least one more spaceship to attack, but it's in the hands of his old boss. And Blocky spent a lot of time fighting this boss's allies, so he's nervous for day 26 build, which is the Republic Gunship. It is a $140 set and has more clone minifigures for Blocky, as well as Commander Fox, Padme, and Papa Palpatine. I cracked open the box, and let's get into building this bad Larry. And this thing's dope. It has stud shooters, a cockpit for the pilot, and after trying really hard, I was able to fit 20 clone troopers in it. This thing is perfect for Blocky McBlockface, who's launching his assault on Disney World, but there's one man standing in his way, and he brought help.
This is my apprentice, Gum.
Maul started to attack Blocky, and they had an epic duel, but Maul lost his legs, and Blocky was about to finish the job. Kill him. Kill him now. Blocky thought about it, and the voices inside his head told him yes. But they also told him something else. No, no, no! Ah! Blocky used Force Lightning on Palpatine, but Palpatine took out his lightsaber and took a swipe at Blocky, making him pass out. But before he did, he pulled out his last move. Execute Order 66. It will be done, my lord. Padme saw the chaos going on, and now that Blocky had a full fighting force, she had to warn Florida Man.
Florida Man, come in. He just executed the last defense. You have to repair.
Well, this isn't good. And Florida Man is preparing to tell Mickey the bad news, while Facey McFaceblock is rushing to the wounded Blocky at Day 27's build. And Commander Cody is off to check on these boxes from Gentle Bands, the sponsor of today's video. Now, I like watches, but never before have I worn a ring, and that's why I'm super excited to work with Gentle Bands. Rings have kind of looked boring for most of history, but these are different because they actually look cool. They have designs for everything like space meteorites, ones that look like wood, and ones that are even based off of dinosaur fossils. But the ones I ended up choosing went pretty well with things I already owned. Like this one, the Black Label. This thing's great because it matches the Sinatra Bulva watch I already own, or the Steel, which is made completely out of titanium and also matches this Invicta I have pretty well. Another thing about this boy is it goes beautifully with my YouTube play button. Oh, they're both the same level of shiny. And speaking of that, you could actually get these rings engraved. I got mine for hitting 100,000 subscribers back in 2022, but you could get it for almost anything. Now, wearing these things isn't always the most convenient, which is why they included this. It's a change so that way you can put the ring around your neck without having to worry about losing it if you're going to the gym or something like that. Now, their newest collection is called Galactic Legends, which is great for anyone who's a fan of space films. My personal favorite are the Imperial Circuit ones and the Cosmos Alloy. These guys are sick because they look really subtle, but they're also really cool up at a close glance. And today you can get 25% off using code REPUBLICSTUDS, and you will also help out the channel a ton. And now let's get Blocky McBlockface back to the Echo Base. That's a $200 Hoth Echo Base from 2011. This theater has 8 minifigures of Snowtroopers, Naked Luke, Leia, Han, Chewbacca, Red Droids, Med Droids, and this Tauntaun. This place is the ultimate base because it has an air defense system, command station, fuel station, turrets, Tauntaun gate, radar dishes, blaster racks, and this catwalk. Count all those guys I can fit up here. Building this thing is fun, but the coolest build was the medical bay, where Blocky McBlockface was brought to heal up, and Commander Cody put clones in a bunch of cool defensive positions around the base, preparing for the assault. And while Blocky was in his coma, the voices inside his head were getting so loud, he finally started to achieve some clarity. He knows his mission now, and he knows what he has to do. And while that's happening, Cody and Facey are prepping for Day 28's build, which is the Globe. It's a $230 set and has 2,585 pieces. The build for this thing took for freaking ever, and I am tired of panels and never want to work with them again. But hey, at least it has all the different continents, including Australia, which is great because now I can just remove it from existence. And Florida may be the only part of the United States with 3 whole studs dedicated to it, which is important because Florida is where Blocky McBlockface and his clone army are heading because he's on the final steps of his journey to destroy Disney World. Meanwhile, Florida Man's on his way to warn Mickey Mouse at Day 29's build. That's a $300 Natural History Museum set. This thing has over 4,000 pieces, so let's get into it because it's gonna be a long one. And while building this set, I put on the movie Night at the Museum, where all the statues come to life, and the build was pretty fun. When I was finished, I took a look around, and there was this fossil exhibit with a big Bronchiosaurus skeleton and fossilized poop. There was also a little space exhibit and a wall displaying different classic Lego sets. Now on the top level, there's this small penthouse where Mickey Mouse is drafting his final plan, and Florida Man came by to inform him of the news. Blocky's army's heading this way. I have my fellas ready, but this is gonna be a big attack.
Come with me.
Do these fellows look familiar to you? These are Blocky McBlockface's old friends. That's right. Why are they here?
Blocky won't attack me if I have them here. And now I can fulfill my big plan.
Plan is?
To destroy Florida, of course, huh?
What?
Guards, take them away, huh?
Wait, how'd you do it?
Oh, you see, I was using those younglings as spies, and they were getting all the pieces to make this castle into a giant rocket. But Blocky McBlockface killing them really set me back.
Florida Man was stunned, but he couldn't do anything to warn his allies or Blocky because he was trapped with Brickley McBrickface, Jeb from the web, and all Blocky's old allies. Now, Mickey gathered all Florida Man's new pals ready to attack Blocky, and Florida Man wants to warn everyone, but he's locked up. And it might be too late, because tomorrow's the last day, and we're building the castle. But the great news is it's a $400 Disney castle, which is awesome. It has 4,800 pieces and minifigures of Snow White and that guy who I can't name, Cinderella and that guy whose name I can't remember, Rapunzel and that guy whose name I can't remember, and Fiona whose guy was a frog. I kept on building, and this was pretty tedious. place. While building, I watched a Disney movie, and it was really cool to build a place I visited a lot as a kid. Disney World was my favorite place to go. But the inside of the set's really cool because it has all these movie references, like from Fantasia with the fountain, Beauty and Beast and the candelabra, Sleeping Beauty and the spinning wheel, Tangled and the window, Aladdin and the lamp, the sword from Mulan, the thingamahopper from the Little Mermaid, the sword and the stone, and so many more references. And it's really a shame because under the castle there are a bunch of engines ready to launch this thing to destroy Florida. Blocky just had to prepare his army to attack. The reason we're attacking is because Mickey Mouse is using the castle to destroy Florida, and we need to stop him. How do you know that? Because of the voices inside my head. Now everyone, get your vehicles. The attack is soon. Blocky got into his space armor from day one and his bathtub from last year, then loaded into the gunship when he got a call from Mickey Mouse. Hello?
You might want to hold off, haha. I've got some friends here who'd like to see you.
Blocky, it's a trap! Just then, Blocky realized all the people he upset trying to save Florida were going to be defending the castle. And what's worse is they were going to be launched up with it. He needed to get everyone out. What do we do now, sir? New mission. You guys need to save as many people as possible from that castle before it explodes. How? By using my intrusive thought powers. Blocky used his mind to communicate to everyone that the castle was about to be destroyed and to escape with the clones. Hey, did you guys download Neuralink when I was sleeping?
No, but I think we should probably leave.
And once they received the message, the clones landed and were ready to receive all the escapees. Go, go, go. All of a sudden, everyone started to run out of the castle.
What's happening? Why are they running?
Maybe somebody told them to, Mick.
Impossible! Prepare the launch now!
1 minute, Mick. But as they were running out, Blocky ran towards it. Where are ye going, matey? I'm going to save my friends. Blocky ran into where his friends were being held and freed them, including Florida Man. Why are you saving me again? You were trying to do the right thing this whole time, and so was I, but we didn't realize the real enemy was at the top. You're right. Blocky told them to get out and make sure everyone escaped because he needed to disable the castle from being launched and destroying all Florida. Launching in 3, 2, 1. And all of a sudden, Blocky took his bathtub, attached a bomb to it, and Blocky, no! They explored the wreckage and they couldn't find Blocky anywhere. Florida was saved by Blocky McBlockface, but he went down with the castle, right? I never even got to say thank you. What are you all sad about? Turns out Blocky hopped out of his spacesuit, which did the rest automatically. They ended up bringing Mickey on trial for war crimes, freeing Blocky of the allegations, and as a punishment, they strapped him on a rocket and launched him into space. So God bless and stay awesome.